Coming up, we will be breaking down a 157% long trade. We'll also have a quick look at price trends. Welcome to your Crypto Future, where you can learn to successfully trade the crypto market, make life-changing money, and develop a top-tier skill set that can revolutionize how you and your family live and work. Trade breakdown. This is SXP USDT. This was a 147% profit trade using 9x leverage, which was 16% spot. If you are new to trading, or even if you're an experienced trader, this perhaps can give you some ideas to improve your success rate. SXP was in a falling wedge, a downtrend for quite some time. And as a trader, I was looking for a reversal in the price action and a potential indications that it was going to break out of this long-term trend line. We put in a higher high here within the pattern, and then we put in only a very slightly lower low, highlighting that the price action was starting to kind of bend round. We then had a very strong breakout with volume, which indicated there's a lot of buyers here looking at this chart. So we had a confirmed breakout, and then we had a retest of this line where there is a whole load of new buyers. And this is the conversation about trading. If you're longing, where are the buyers? If you're shorting, where are the sellers? Or at least if you're taking profits, where are the sellers? So in this case, this very bullish breakout of this long-term trend line highlighted that there's a lot of buyers looking at this chart. So an entry point would be a retest of this line where there's a lot of buyers coming in. It's a safe entry. Now that is not enough to make me enter a trade. We had a lot of buyers here, but also we had this ascending trend line here, which was being respected by the price action. We had a previous high here, an obvious take profit price point for any particular retest of that line. So I bought in here at a retest of this trend line. So we had come down, we had a retest, we had put in a double bottom, and that's where I bought in. You might ask, why 9x leverage? Well, the liquidation point for 10x leverage, it would have been about here, which means if there had been a black swan event or the price action had crashed, it would be above local support. So if the price action had crashed down, there's going to be a lot of buyers here. So my liquidation point was too high. I wanted my liquidation point to be below the previous low. So if the price action does come down, there's a good chance that the buyers will sweep the price action up before I get liquidated. So that's why 9x leverage and not anything else. Your leverage, if you're using leverage, should be determined by the trade and not how much profits you want. That's the key thing. Your leverage needs to be determined by an appropriate liquidation price point. If the liquidation price point was here, that is not sensible risk management. So adjusting your liquidation point to be below local support is very, very important. Do not trade with leverage if you are new to this market. Only experienced traders should be using leverage, full stop. This would be a spot trade for new traders, and this took 5 days, about a week. Confluence is the reason why this trade succeeded. We have buyers here on this trend line after the breakout, so there's going to be a lot of buyers here. We have buyers here on this trend line, plus on lower time frames, we also have on the 4 hour, we have this moving average, which is coming underneath the price action, which is, again, there are buyers there. Bots, automated trading bots, are set to buy on a retest of this line. So we had buyers here, we had buyers here, we had buyers here. Plus we're in close proximity to the price action reversing. So it's very likely that we're going to have upwards movement or higher level consolidation than we are downwards. That's how you should be constructing your trades. Confluence, the combination of several ideas. So SPX, great little trade. That's the sort of thing you should be looking for. In the last video, we looked at the market cycle, and I talked about buying when you see a change in the trend and selling when you see a move from an uptrend to a downtrend. How does that work? When you see the price action put in a higher high or a higher low, that means the trend is potentially changing from bearish to bullish. That's when you would start to potentially buy. Now, when the trend eventually changes, and it will, the price action will put in a lower low and a lower high, and that will show you that the trend has changed. So if you're in a long trade, if you see a lower high or a lower low, that's an indication of a trend change where you would want to sell. And likewise, if you are watching a downtrend and it's putting lower lows and lower highs, but then it starts putting in a higher low or a higher high, that would be indication that you're moving from a bearish price action to bullish, and that's where you would potentially buy. Here's an example of this. You can see the market cycle pattern here as a curve, bullish momentum, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, and then all of a sudden we put in a lower low. This is the turning point for a trade. You would be looking then to exit on the lower high, and then it will continue down. So if you're in a long trade, you'd ride this up, you'd wait for an indication of a trend change, which could be a lower high or a lower low, and then you'll sell. It's as simple as that. That's how it works. You should be using this basic information to improve your trades. It will help you know when to enter a trade, it will help you know when to exit a trade, and it will also make sure you're not taking unnecessary risks. A lot of traders will try and front run price action, so they will guess when the turning point is going to occur, and frequently it doesn't, and they get caught out. So it's very important to wait till you've got confirmation of a turning point. So the price action puts in a lower low, and then you would sell if it's a long trade on the lower high, and then the price action would disappear, you've taken your profits. You don't want to expect as traders to be able to find the bottom exactly and sell the top exactly. In this market, the money is made in the middle. In the next video, we will be looking at the magical world of trend lines. Until then.